that haven't played at yet?
I don't think so.
Let's see.
We played
Kalamazoo. We've played your Cleveland. We've played your
Ogden was the one.
Ogden, yeah. Oh, Fitchburg. Never played.
That's a rock and roll town, Fitchburg.
It rocks.
Fitchburg rocks.
So does Ogden. I mean, you know,
Ogden.
Yeah, the Osmonds
Ogden,
were from
Utah.
there.
IRS.
Yeah.
And who comes from Fitchburg?
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 Yeah.
There's a big scene there, you know, in Fitchburg. I think Alice in Chains were originally also part of that big Fitchburg scene. We're having a close, in-depth look at Soundgarden. And what we've learned so far is, well, you would have had to have been watching to figure out what we learned. But we're going to be playing the video for Black Hole Sun, which, now how much say do you really have in video? Because I dig this video. I mean, it's pretty weird.
Well, you know, most videos are really our brainchild, and we don't really like taking credit for them. And this one,
Because this one is a really good one.
yeah, and we didn't come up with this one. So.
What is the effect? I mean, the effect that makes all the faces, is that part of that? It's called morphing or something?
Computer, excuse me. I'm saying commuter because everyone's on strike here. You know, it's
Right.
on my mind. That and the World Cup.
Because you can't really have a computer without commuters.
Yeah. Or the Gay Olympics.
Exactly, how it all ties in. But how do they do that
animation.
effect with the computer?
Computer animation.
But morphing.
It's commuters that, you know, work on the computer animation.
Yeah. Okay.
So that would be how it worked. But was there a certain look that you guys had for the video, or who was the director on that video?
Howard Greenlaw. Was that right?
Howard.
His last name's a tough one.
Yeah, it's like,
I think it's
Sorry,
Fitchburg.
Howard.
you've seen it written.
Howard Fitchburg?
Ways.
Yeah. Anyway,
Did he have the whole concept and come to you with this video and say, this is how I like it? Or?
sort of. No, we came to him and said, if you're gonna do a treatment for a video, make sure that it's not like dark, black, smoky, rusty, steamy, like every other video that everyone wants to make with Soundgarden. Or like
There were no leaves in it either.
or like half the videos on Headbangers
Oh, there were
Yeah.
leaves. Yes, there were leaves, actually. You're right.
We were trying to avoid the apocalypse thing, you know? The abandoned warehouse, sort of rusty, post-apocalyptic setting. And a giant cyborg comes down to kill Soundgarden.
But there are fish and dogs.
Yeah.
And a fish and a dog and a Barbie on a rotisserie. And what more else do you need from the video?
Well, we wanted color. We wanted color, bright colors,
Yeah.
vivid colors, you know?
We didn't want the color brown.
No brown or rust or...
We're going to watch the video
Or-
when the Headbangers Ball
Scheiße.
continues.
Soundgarden was
One thing I think I said on one of the shows earlier, which I probably was wrong at. Are you guys playing the Woodstock Festival?
No, we're not. You didn't say we were, did you?
I think, you know what happened, to be quite honest, when
Did
we
you
were in
spread that
Seattle?
rumor?
No, I did. When we were in
you?
Seattle, you know what happened? I accidentally took a peek at your itinerary and it said Woodstock on it. And that was before I even knew that there was a Woodstock Festival.
Well, you probably didn't read that it said, like, proposed itinerary, and it wasn't the actual
You know what, the
itinerary.
word itinerary, I actually had to go back to my producer and said, what is that word? So when it was two long words, I couldn't remember the word proposed. So you're not playing the Woodstock Festival?
No.
Was that a vicious rumor that...
That
I
you started?
started?
Yes. You got,
So I went-
you got one thing right today, that you screwed
That
up.
was one thing right. We're going to play a video for Black Hole Sun. Is there anything that any of you guys would like to say that we would be able to put on television?
Can you say morphing?
Huh? Morphing.
Morphing.
Fing. Not morphine.
Can I say buttock again?
You
Well,
can say
Morphine's a great band.
Huh?
Morphine. Good
Which
band.
has nothing to do with commuters or computers.
No, here we are with Black Hole Sun.
Talking about the types of music we like and dislike, it's none of your business really. But one of the bands that is going to be opening up for you that I'm a big fan of is Reverend Horton Heat. And how much say do you have in bands that are opening for you?
We have all to say, basically.
Because you have Tad playing with you on the first lap. Have it.
And 11.
Uh-huh.
And we have a band from Australia called UMI that's going to be in the second lap leg.
With Reverend Horton Heat and us and...
And we like all those bands.
Do you think it's help when you see there's a big band like yourselves that get to see a new band that you really dig and take them out on the road with you and expose them to all new people?
Well, that happened with us. People took us out on the road.
Like?
You know, like, you name it. We
You got
went
your
out on the road
GNR,
with
you
them.
got your Skid Row, you got your Bon Jovis, you got
Your voice.
Barbra Streisand.
We went out with Quiet Riot.
Quiet Riot.
The Nuge in his prime.
Damn Yankees.
Damn Yankees.
Dicks, we definitely
Saw you with Boston before. You gonna come back out with a new Boston record?
No, we're sticking with the Super
Guest
Tramp
appearances on
reunion.
the Boston 3.
Yeah.
We're going to be playing some more videos right now. Probably none of the videos from bands that we just mentioned, but you never know. Stay tuned.
Less than a feeling.
We've got Soundgarden as our guests on the Headbangers Ball. Now, when the record came out, it entered the charts at #1, which a lot of the times you ask people, and it's like, oh, we didn't care, we didn't pay attention to the charts, but it's got to be, I mean, pretty flattering to have an album enter the charts at #1.
Yeah.
Or does it really not matter?
Well, you know, it matters, and you think it's really cool until Ace of Base knocks you out of first, and
Stays in.
then you start thinking, you know, this really doesn't mean anything.
Ace of Base didn't enter #1. They
hell are
earned their #1.
Yeah.
They just fought their way to
Well,
the
they paid
top.
their dues, you know? I mean, there was a lot of struggling because they also went out on the road with the Guns N' Roses, Skid Row, the Nugents.
Right. Styx.
But you know, it didn't. You know, the first week we were really important, and the second week we just thought, you know, it has nothing to do with true artistic expression being #1 on Billboard.
Do you ever look at the charts to see how stuff is doing, or
Yeah.
does it matter?
Oh, it matters.
It's interesting, actually. It's interesting how many millions of people buy.
How many millions of people have bought this record so far?
I think it's 20 million now.
20 million.
Or is it 40 million?
That's none more million.
It's like that's the problem when you go to #1. How much higher can you go? None much higher.
-4.
None much higher.
Well, you can just stay at #1.
Because I think from what I
sell a
heard, you
lot
sold
more
$1 million
records.
in Fitchburg alone.
I think so. That's why we're going there.
Exactly. I think you could do a couple nights. And
We're gonna do like a Billy Joel.
last time I checked,
leg.
Ace of Base did not sell $1 million in Fitchburg. So I think Soundgarden and Fitchburg, there's something there. Hi.
We're back with Our Pawn.
We're having a good time here in the Headbangers Ball with Soundgarden. And Chris, next week on the ball, we've got Alice Cooper's our guest.
Oh, cool.
And you just worked with Alice Cooper.
Yeah.
Wrote a song for him.
2 songs.